Hey YouTube, this is Maisha. Remember to like and subscribe. You want to ring that bell so you get notifications anytime I upload new videos. I upload new videos on Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. On this channel, we talk about the different ways to earn passive income online. Mindset. Guys, y'all heard me say this before, and I'm going to say it again. And this is a quote from Les Brown. Les Brown said, if you do what is easy, you will live your life hard. However, if you do what is hard, you will live your life easy. Let's give an example. You guys are thriving to be entrepreneurs. On the road of becoming an entrepreneur, you have to learn some skills. Life skills that's going to help you to thrive in business. So let's say if you're doing marketing, it's going to take you some time because you have to learn how to prospect. You have to learn how to use some online tools. But the biggest thing is like you can have whatever product you want. That's the easy part. You have to create. You have to be innovative. That's another part of the business. You have to know how to budget, and everything is going to depend on you. So yes, there is skills you're going to have to learn. And this is the thing. If you don't push past the states when you are uncomfortable, you're going to have circumstances that's going to make you uncomfortable to force you to do stuff you don't like. You see, we have the option to be voluntarily uncomfortable, or we have the option to be involuntarily uncomfortable. The voluntarily uncomfortable is to learn the skills, to exercise that muscle in order to develop mental toughness and strength. And that happens by listening to personal development audios. That's by listening to and reading so that you could grasp the knowledge to become great. That's by taking massive action, putting in the work to learn the tools that you have to become good at in order to run your business successfully. You see, gaining knowledge is one aspect of running a business, but implementing what you learn is like the biggest part of everything. And just know that the road is not always going to be easy. The road is not always going to be favorable. You're going to have to do things that you don't want. And you have to remember that self-discipline is going to be the number one thing that is going to make you thrive. You see, what's uncomfortable is when you want to start doing things that are fun, but you know that you should be doing work. You see, nobody's going to be behind you like how your job has supervisors. When you are on an entrepreneurial journey, everything depends on you. So if you want to sleep in late, oh, that's fine. You can sleep in late. If you want to go out and party when you know that you should be doing some work, it's fine to do. If you want to travel or just spend money recklessly, you are free to do it because you are the decision maker and nobody's going to be behind you saying, hey, you should do this. But here's the thing. Every action has a reaction. So if you find yourself skipping days because a day could turn into a week could turn into a month, and then months go by, and then before you know it, a year go by. The reaction is if you don't do the work, then cash flow will not come. That's it. Point blank, period. The objective of running a business, I hope, is to be cash flow positive, meaning that you are bringing in more than you are dishing out. And at some point in time, you're supposed to be cash flow positive. But if you finding yourself not getting cash flow positive because of the choices that is made, that's a state where you're in a zone where you are involuntarily uncomfortable. Because the action is, if you are not getting the cash flow, you might end up having to work for somebody else. And that's something that you don't desire. Let's say that you have to start working for somebody else and you are on a schedule that is so unfavorable to you that you feel like you don't have time for yourself. Now you're going to have to run that business in an uncomfortable state, meaning that you are going to have to work a job and then build your dream after the job. But more than likely, you're going to have to work that job to get some cash flow going in so that you can fund your life and your business. You see, everything we deal with is options, right? We have the freedom of choice. But the problem a little bit is when you have freedom of choice, you have the freedom to do anything that you want. And when you don't have self-discipline, things tend to slip by. And when you're in a state where you don't want to do certain things and you're forced to do it, it really, really sucks at times. So what the message is, and I'm bringing it in, is to really just think about these things, because if you are in a state where you are comfortable at this moment and you know that you can really thrive by working and growing your business while you're in a comfortable state, do it before a circumstance come and you have to be unwillingly uncomfortable. But you have to do it anyway. We have opportunity. Every human have unlimited possibilities. It's about what we do. And when I speak about mindset, a lot of the times I speak on this topic because it is so easy to have time pass you by. We tend to take that for granted a lot of times. And if you let time pass you by, you could start seeing that 10 years could fly by and you're in the same state that you were in 10 years ago. So the moral is to take action and do it quickly. Something I like what Mel Robbins speak about is that 5-second rule, where it's like you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you spring into action. You see, training yourself to do tasks and sacrificing the fun things temporarily will set you up for a lifestyle of freedom. And this is why it's so important to, one, write down your goals. You want to write down your goals on a consistent basis. 2, what you want to do is visualize. Once you have the goals, you have to visualize and see yourself there. And then the third thing is you have to develop a why. Why do you want to attract your goals? And most of the times, a lot of people try to say that they want to do it for their family, their children, their spouse, for them to have themselves and their spouse. But you need to dig deep and make sure that's your real why. Even if you have to come up with a why that's a selfish desire, do it. I encourage you to do it, because when you do that, you are really just having the mentality and increasing your desire to have a rate of success. Because when you are choosing a generic why, you are not going to be motivated enough to take the action when you start incurring challenges. So to recap everything, make sure that you voluntarily make yourself uncomfortable to elevate before a circumstance happens and you are voluntarily unhappy. Nothing's going to be worse than that. And I give you an example of how that could happen. Meaning, if you are good now, nothing is worse when you are like in panic mode or you are in a state where you just see that you have to make changes that you don't want to do. That could have been avoided. So heed this as something to just motivate everybody to take some action. Remember to get a pen and paper out and write some goals. Once you get the goals, start visualizing it, and then you got to figure out what's your why. That is important, and that will set you up for success. Guys, I want to thank you guys for watching my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Remember to like and subscribe. You want to ring that bell so you get notifications anytime I upload new videos. I upload new videos on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I want to thank everybody for watching my channel. And remember to live in your own purpose. Don't get in a state where you have to be unwillingly uncomfortable when you could control it. All right? So I want to thank you guys. Have a fantastic day. Zai Jing.